Today we celebrate the feast of all the saints. The church remembers all the people who have lived a holy and very good life and who are with God. And their life is set in front of us as an example for all of us to follow. It is Leon Bloy, a 20th century French writer, who said, "The only real sadness, the only real failure, the only great tragedy in life is not to become a saint." This verse explains to us the importance of holiness, the need to be a saint. It's Bishop Timothy M. Dolan who, during an interview, a TV interview, he said this: the greatest post in the church is being a saint. It's not being a pope or a bishop or whatever post that we have in the church, but the greatness of the church lying in the fact is that there are many saints. Our patron saint, Saint Francis de Sales, is the one who brought this idea of universal call to holiness, that everyone in his state of life can become holy, that a person need not be a priest or a religious or a monk, but everyone in his state of life can become holy. And that is why we have saints from all walks of life in the church. We have even people who live or lived very simple, ordinary life. Young people as young as Dominic Savio or Carlo Acutis or Lauro Viguña and many others who have lived a very young life. We have great personalities of the church like Augustine, Aquinas, and so on, great philosophers, theologians. We have martyrs, several martyrs in the church. We have soldiers. We have all type of people who have lived their life befitting to God's call, and they have become saints. And today is a day in which we are called to look up to them and look back to our life and ask us how we are living our life. Are we living a holy life? And it is Don Bosco who said that we don't go to heaven alone, we carry others with us. And that is the meaning of that famous motto of Don Bosco, which he has taken from the book of Genesis. It's not a word that is coined by Don Bosco, but actually it is from the Bible, from the book of Genesis. Give me souls, take away the rest. Gdami animas cetera thole. It means give me souls to take away the rest. I don't want anything else. I want only the souls of the people. That we are called to holiness, that we carry all others along with us. We don't go to heaven alone. And that is the meaning of the preventive system. Preventive system is actually not only meant for the young people. It's not we as teachers trying to make the young people good. No. It is actually for us, that we are with the young people, that we live a good life, we show good examples, and we become exemplary, and we reach heaven. We become good. We become holy. And through our example, through our holiness, through our good way of life, the young people also reach the heights of holiness. They also become good. They also live as honest Christians and good citizens of this country. That's the real meaning of a preventive system. It's not only just meant for the students. It's more than for the students. It's for the educators. It's for the teachers. So in all these, we find that the holiness is emphasized. The holiness of the individual person is emphasized. And the church wants to tell us today that holiness is something very important in the church. And then tomorrow's feast, all the departed souls, 2nd of November, reminds us again that our life is very short and that we need to live, or we need to think about heaven. That now and then we need to reflect about heaven, that we need to think about our death. And that will make us think about our holiness and about our good life. May God bless all of us to live a holy life worthy of God's call, and keep in mind this maxim that give me souls, take away the rest, that we are living as priests and religious or as Christians, not only for ourselves, not only to make ourselves holy or to reach heaven, but to take others as well, take others also to heaven, to preach, to teach them about God's word, about God's call to holiness, and for their responsibility, their duty to live a good life and to reach heaven. May God bless all of us.